Now, it was a close call for the Vols last weekend in Starkville. A back-and-forth battle saw 4 total turnovers, with the Vols returning 2 of those 4 for touchdowns after a pick-6 by Colton Hood and a scoop and score from Joshua Josephs. The true standouts were wide receivers Chris Brazel and Mike Matthews. Brazel had 6 catches for 105 yards and a touchdown. Matthews accompanied Brazel with 6 catches for 118 yards. A real 1-2 punch for the Vols as they took home the win 41-34 in overtime. And with that win, we have hit the midpoint season of the Tennessee season, so let's take a look back at how we got here. The Vols started the season in Atlanta with a neutral site game against Syracuse. In our first look at this Joey Aguilar-led team, the Vols took home a big win 45-26, with Aguilar throwing for 247 yards and 3 touchdowns. They then headed back home to Knoxville where they faced ETSU. It looked like the offense had found their stride with a dominant 72-12 win. Then came the first true test of the season in the Georgia Bulldogs. A promising first quarter had the Vols ahead 17-7. Georgia fought back and the Vols found themselves tied heading into overtime after the missed field goal heard around the world. Unfortunately, the Vols were not able to seal the win and lost 44-41. The next week, however, the Vols bounced back with a 56-24 win over UAB. And after a Mississippi State win this weekend, the Vols find themselves ranked number 15 in the AP poll, 4-1 coming off a bye week and heading into Neyland to face the Arkansas Razorbacks. To say the least, it's been an eventful first 6 weeks here on Rocky Top. Let's take a look around the rest of Big Orange Country. Regal Soccer Stadium saw SEC action last night. The 5th-ranked Lady Vols took down the 17th-ranked Georgia Bulldogs 2-0. This gave Tennessee its 9th shutout win of the season and improved their conference record to 4-1. The team heads to Oxford, Mississippi this weekend for a Sunday afternoon match against the Ole Miss Rebels. Volleyball rested this weekend before their first SEC road trip of the season. They head down to Baton Rouge first to take on the Tigers. Then it's over to Austin for their first big test of the season against the number 2 ranked Longhorns. They then come off the road trip with a game against Ole Miss in Oxford. Softball returned to the Diamond for the first time since their semifinal exit at the College World Series. The first of 8 fall ball games took place last Saturday, where the Vols dominated Roane State 32-0. They now turn their attention to a busy weekend, facing Carson Newman tonight and ETSU tomorrow. That wraps up our Rocky Top Sports Report for this week. Back to you, Grayson.